Michael Jordan averaged the most points in a career with 30.1 per game for over 1,000 games. Wilt Chamberlain averaged the most points in a season with 50.4 per game in 1962. But today, I'm creating a player to average 100 points per game for his entire career. It's gonna be tough, but before we get into it, man, subscribe to the channel and comment down below, who do you think the greatest scorer in NBA history is? I think it's Michael Jordan. Some say Kobe, some say Wilt. Let me know what you think. So here we go, man. We're back in 2K. It's been a minute, man. But yeah, NBA season is back. So, bro, last night was a movie. Back-to-back great games. But we have Sidney Rice. So Sidney Rice is a 6'10", edge-enforcing post bully, which is a weird build name considering he's a shooting guard. But I created him to give us the best shot for his entire career to average 100 points. We're gonna have to do a lot of experiments and trials to get this to work. But for his stats, obviously, I started by making everything 99, except his pass IQ and pass accuracy, because we're not passing the ball. We're gonna be a ball hog straight up. Pass vision's horrible. And then defensively, I made him good enough to, to get steals and stuff and blocks. Very athletic, of course, we need that. And then durability, turn injuries off. He's always consistent. And yeah, tangibles at 99. Then for his tendencies, the most important thing is that every single time he has the ball, he shoots it. That's what we need, that's what we want. He's gonna ISO against everyone, which is what you wanna see. And then, defensively, it didn't really matter. He's gonna take every single jump shot imaginable, but he doesn't ever use bank, because who uses bank in 2025? I've never shot a bank shot in my life, like real talk. It's some try hard shit to do. And then for his layups and stuff, all this stuff is maxed out. Actually, one thing I should do is make the triple threat idle like this, and then triple threat shoot to go up. That way we're not wasting time. No setup dribbles, fine. And then he will always be driving. Okay, now ideally, he doesn't drive more than he shoots, because threes are worth more than two, so we want him to shoot as much as possible. For his badges, I made sure they're all legend, not Hall of Fame, legend, so that's good. And then his hot zones, everything is hot, that goes without saying. So, looking deeper into his vitals, he went to, Chipotle College, and then he is a 2005 baby, right-handed, number 24, because Kobe's his favorite player of all time. And his peak starts 26, peak end is 41. I'm gonna try to give it 10 to 15 seasons, and then we'll see if he can average 100 by the time he retires. Like, this really might be the toughest challenge I've done on the channel, because Jordan, one of the top scorers ever, 30 points a game. Wilt, 30. Elgin Baylor with 27. Do you know Allen Iverson being a top 5 all time is crazy? I did not know that. I wonder if LeBron's gonna retire top 5. I'm not quite sure. But a bunch of names you wouldn't expect that we gotta, surpass, like Dominique Wilkins. Obviously, it helps if you played less seasons, because, if your last 5 years, you were only averaging 10 points because you kind of fell off, it hurts your career average. So that's the tricky part. Now, the number one thing I did was make sure my playing time, as I put myself on a horrible team. The Wizards suck. So I gave him 48 minutes per game. Everyone else has normal minutes, all right? And then the other thing I did was I went to, I turned off lineup automation. That way it doesn't set him back to like 30 minutes a game. So the stage is set. First game against the Bucks, 12-minute quarters, and we lose. But we lost to a high-scoring game. Let's see. All right, so, okay, timeout. Miles Turner with 42 points. That man's never dropped 42 in his life, not even in high school or AAU. That's ridiculous. And he didn't even, him and Giannis just had an all-time game. I don't think this is normal at all. What the heck? Ryan Rollins, must be a bot. Yeah, I never heard of this dude. Gary Trent, obviously know him, played with Miami Heat. He played with Jimmy Butler. Kuzma, still with the Bucks after getting traded from my team, the Wizards. And we only had 43. So this is an issue. We're not gonna be averaging 100 if we score 43 in our first game. I took a good amount of threes. I missed a lot of them, but there's one thing we have to do. We have to go in the simulation settings if we want our best chance to make this work. So we go to general and we go to features. Progressive fatigue is turned off. That's important so he doesn't get tired throughout the season and score less. Injuries are turned off. This stuff doesn't necessarily matter. Yeah, this stuff doesn't matter. This does though. The simulation settings. I think we got to make pace and fast break number one. More possessions equals more chances to score points. His fatigue rate, we'll put it at 0. That way he doesn't get tired as fast. And he recovers immediately. Okay. Possessions per game. We obviously want to make that higher. I probably should have started by doing this. Same thing with shots, more shots per game. Let's see, what else? Shot type, I want to be a 3-point shot is where he shoots the most, more frequently. And I think there's something where you have the best player take the most shots. The distribution. So the top shooters take more shots at the expense of lower rated players. So we'll try that first. And then we're gonna simulate against the Mavericks. And I wanna make sure I'm still getting my 48 minutes. Okay, good. So Sydney is going to lose. Got blown out. How does that make sense? All right, Kyrie had 41, bro's not supposed to be playing. And I only had 37. This is an issue. Okay, so I gotta do some more things, I believe, to make this work. If we go back to the simulation settings, maybe I missed something. All the way down here, we should, maybe, oh, the percentage. Okay. Adjust how frequently players make 3-point shots. That's a good idea. I'll actually bump it up for all of these. I think makes the most sense here. Obviously, we're not going for realism. The goal is just to see 100 points per game in a career. I don't care if it's realistic or not. That's not what this video is about. So we're gonna max all this stuff out. Now more shots should be going in. So I shouldn't ever be going 11 for 18. Against the Hornets, this is charity, but we're gonna lose. However, I scored 33, 11, and 6. This is not adding up, bro. How am I still missing half of my shots? Now, maybe here's the thing. Maybe since I have other players that can shoot, that's the issue. So if I go to the actual, how do I quick edit? Okay, quick edit, and I make everyone's, let me see, their ratings. If I make all their shooting ratings garbage, hold up, like this, that entire row, I give everyone 0 3-point shot except Sydney. I'm the only one that shoots threes. And I'll do the same thing for midi because again, I don't really care about winning. I just care about seeing that number maxed out. So I'm gonna do it for all the offensive stats for my team. Make all their offense garbage. All right, so I fixed it. So now if I go to my player, you can see I'm a 99 overall still and everyone else F for inside, mid-range, 3-point, post defense doesn't matter. It's the post game that matters, which I also, made bad for them. Playmaking, I didn't want to touch. We might try this later where we give everyone great playmaking and Hall of Fame dimer badges so I get, more chances to score. But now the shot distribution thing should be me easily, cooking. All right. Well, hold on. Let me adjust the rotation manually. What happened? I'm not even sure. But we lost to the Sixers where I scored 26. Once again, they're still shooting 21. So now I'm confused. Is the simulation sliders not working? That makes no sense to me. Higher means the top shooters take more shots at the expense of lower rated players. Lower rated players. Now, if we go to overalls, bro, the next best player is a 73 Alexander Sarr. So why is McCollum taking any 3-point shots? That's my confusion. Why is he shooting? Why is Chris Middleton shooting? Get these dweebs off the court. Okay, I have another idea. I'm gonna make all of them 40 overall players. I'm gonna just nuke all their stats. Cause something's not making sense to me, bro. All right, 5 minutes later, I went ahead, made everyone a 40 overall. This means everyone is a shot erasing putback pro. Okay, sure. Now, if this still messes up, I'm gonna be tight. We lost 75 to 147, which is to be expected. Did I score all the points? There we go. Okay, now I took 32 shots. Everyone else took 8. I can live with that. That's progress. I scored 50 points. So we can work with this. This is a step in the right direction. Now, what are some other things in the simulation sliders that we can mess with to get this right? All right. I really feel like I'm Bill Nye the Science Guy. I'm trying to think of what could my nickname be? Dullah Einstein. Dullah Einstein. That's the one. That's the one. Comment down below. Dullah Einstein. All right, bet. So then, same thing. We're going to have more steals. And we should have more assists. That would essentially mean they're going to pass me the ball more because I'm the one scoring. Turnovers, we're going to have less turnovers, I think is better. Injuries doesn't matter. Yeah, shot type, let's just max it all out. But if they were all at 50 and they're all at 100, isn't that essentially the same thing? I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay, let's continue. Let's just see. I mean, this first season, we might take a hit and only average like 75 points. Yeah, next game we dropped 72, where I only had 49. Okay, fouls wise, I'm not fouling out ever. I'm not in foul trouble. This is good. Huh. My opponents is another thing I gotta look at now, because their defense might be in the way of me scoring, right? Because I was looking at my team. Yo, Desmond Bain with 51. I was looking at my team. I got to consider the other team's defense is going to be good still. So that's the next thing I'll do. Let me go ahead, go to the entire NBA, all players, and make their perimeter and post defense horrible. So perimeter defense right here, this column, every single player is about to have a 0. This is going to change everything. Now what I essentially did is I just took every player, I made their steal, I made their block, steal, perimeter, and interior defense all, lowest it could be at 25. Defensive rebound as well, made that 25. Help defense IQ, defensive consistency, all that stuff now is garbage for everyone. Good. Now that means I should be cooking on everyone still because all their defense is bad. Let me fix my defense though. Let me make sure that my defense is still good. That way I can get a steal, and then in a fast break, they're not catching up to me. Which just gave me an idea. Yo, as I'm doing this, I'm getting so many ideas. I really feel like a scientist right now. I got hella I have hella hypotheses. I think is how you say it, bro. I don't know. And scientific methods I'm gonna pursue. Okay, next game against the Knicks. We are going to lose 102 to 128. I had 73. I missed less shots. You see what I'm saying? We're making progress. This is good. Very good. 73. Good. Okay. You know what? Let's sim the next game. Okay, only 84. And I had 65 of those points. I missed a lot of shots, which now makes me wonder, what do I have to do to make more shots? If I'm going 6 for 12 from 3, do we have a shot chart? No, we don't have a shot chart. I think this might go towards my tendency thing. There might be something in my tendencies. I have an idea. If I go to my tendencies and I go to spot up shot, transition spot up, let's make this less. We want to take better shots, higher quality shots. Okay, this is good. So now the next game against the Cavaliers, we're gonna simulate both games. We lose both. Against the Cavs, I only have 45. Why is Alexander Sarr taking 18 shots? I don't know. Then we have 48. All right. I have an idea. In the offseason, in the rule changes, I'm going to change the shot clock so there's more possessions. That's another idea I have. But what else can I work on here? We have more possessions, higher scoring games. Okay, assist, blocks. Sure. Maybe turnovers is an issue. Maybe that's going to also cost us from getting steals. So let me keep it at 50. Fouls doesn't matter. Well, actually, no. More fouls means more free throws, which means more points. Easy points, free points. Good. What else? If y'all are in the comments watching, bro, y'all also try the same thing and see if you can average 100 in a career. Start with the season, actually. Block distribution. Higher players get more blocks and steals. We'll be doing that. And then what we could do is the assist distribution. The best passers get more assists. So what that means is I'll make the entire team just pass the ball. Okay, so if we go to the pass rating for our team, which is right here, it's at 25. We're gonna give everyone 99 passing and pass IQ except me. I'm gonna keep mine at 25 so I don't pass the ball. Now, with that change being implemented against the Pistons, we're gonna lose again to a blowout, 76 to 127. I have 47 points. I'm still not sure why this man is taking 17 shots, bro. I'm so stupid, bro. How did it not occur to me? The tendencies of my other teammates. I feel like an airhead. Y'all are probably screaming that the whole time watching this. My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, tendency. Yes. Okay, that makes dude, that solves like everything. That solves everything. No matter what, they were still gonna have the tendency to shoot. Bro, this is why I got held back in 3rd and 4th grade twice, bro. Oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. Okay. Everyone's tendency is about to be 0 for shooting. That should have been the first thing I started with. Man, what a brain fart. All right, now I fixed it. That's so embarrassing, man. That's a rare Dullah low IQ moment. I'm not gonna hold you. That's like a once in a million. Oh, let me fix this real quick. One last thing I gotta fix. So I just wanted to make sure that my shot and touches were still maxed out. Everyone else is right at 0. That's the main thing. All of this stuff is cool, but that's the main thing. Now, what I did for the tendencies for everyone is I gave myself, they have no touching, no shooting, no type of shooting, as you can see, mid-range, 3-point nothing. And for the passing, I made sure it was maxed out. So if we go, wherever it is, looks like it disappeared on me. Brother, where's passing at? What? Oh, there it is. Dish. Okay. So everyone has 100 dishing. Actually gonna make mine 0. But that's the main thing. They dish, they don't shoot, they know who's boss. All right, which is essentially it's me. I'm the boss here. All right. Now we're gonna expect to see a huge change. Y'all ready? 3-2 against the Rockets. Ready? There we go. 124 points, and I scored 120. This is the Dullah I remember. This is the Dullah I know, man. We missed 27 shots? No, 31 shots, I believe we missed, which is not good. We need to miss less shots, obviously. Free throws were cooking. I'm literally Shai Gilgeous, which is hilarious that last night he won the game off of free throws. But yeah, 33 free throws is amazing. So now I think we can genuinely average 100 for our entire career. Okay, next game against the Nets, we drop 106. I'm feeling good here. I'm gonna simulate the entire season, and I've noticed throughout doing this for years now, no matter what, the rookie season will... Timeout. We got our first win against the 76ers. 153 points. I dropped 144. Free throws was the most important thing ever. I think that is what changed the game here. When I went to the simulation settings and made fouls a lot, that was like the smartest thing I could have possibly done. Okay, cool. Which then reminds me, with that being known, if I know that more free throws the better, then we'll go to the tendency of every player where it says foul, and we'll max it out. That way, we get to spam free throws. Am I a genius or am I a genius? I'm impressing myself right now. Like, who else would have thought to do some shit like that? I'm just being honest. Like, who else would have thought? I think Dullah Einstein was like the perfect alter ego that couldn't be more on the money, in my opinion. Like, that's essentially who I am. Now I'm gonna make mine lower so I don't foul out, of course. But everyone else is gonna basically foul out. All right. So against the Hawks, let's test it. We end up losing, but we scored 145. I had all the points. There we go. Same amount of free throws. And then they were in foul trouble. 5, 6, 6, 6. Good. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can do for the rest of this season? Right now, 22 games in, I'm averaging how much? 86 and 26. Can I bump this up to 100 points a game as a rookie? I think so. But what I was going to say earlier is that I noticed no matter what, as we play more seasons, our averages go up. So I can have everything put in place, but no matter what, the rookie season will never be the best. We beat the Hornets by 3. Of course, I had 135. Didn't shoot as many free throws, which is interesting because they had a lot of people foul out. Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm trying to cover all my bases here. I mean, we got 12 fast break points, a lot of points in the paint, second chance points, we got 16. Less offensive rebounds, more steals. Yeah, man, they got more team fouls. All right, I think we'll just see this through. One thing I'm not sure if it's possible is to score 200 points in a game. Like simulating, not me hopping in the game and playing it. Obviously, anyone could do that. But actually simulating it to see if someone can hit 200 points. If y'all want to see that video, we can make it happen unless we pull it off in here. That might be the hardest challenge ever. We end up getting a couple wins, beat the Hornets again. I had 143. Yeah, 58 free throws. That's huge. And then against the Lakers, I took 50 free throws. And I had 151 points. Is that my career high? Let's see. My career high is 151, correct. So that was my best game. And I'm averaging 107. Good. Bro, me personally, out of all the videos I do on the channel, these experimental ones are my favorite because it makes me use my brain. Something that, bro, I don't have to really do that much if I'm being honest. Like, but if you have any other ideas of like, you know, experiments I should try to pull off, let me know. I'm trying to pull off the impossible. We beat the Pacers. We actually blew them out. Nice. And then we lost in the next game. In that game, I still had 144. Hornets, yeah, only 25 free throws because I fouled out. Interesting. Not sure how I fouled out. Beat the Jazz. Dude, Jazz might be the most mediocre team of all time. Like, I don't think they're ever going to see success in my lifetime or yours. I'm just going to call it what it is. Beating the Celtics that have a healthy Jason Tatum is crazy. Yeah, he had 31, but that's crazy. We beat the Knicks 160 points. Is that a new career high? Yeah, 154. And we didn't even have to spam free throws relative to before. You know what I'm saying? This is good. Whoa, we demolished the Miami Heat, 172, and I had 168 points, my new career high, 60 free throws. Wait till I change the rules in the offseason to get more possessions. I might hit that big 200. I'm not going to hold you. It might actually happen. And we finish with 14 wins. I averaged 115 points. Mind you, the first 20 games of that season, I didn't score 100. Remember, I was getting like 40 points a game. So this could really go up. We win Rookie of the Year. We also win Defensive Player of the Year and Clutch Player of the Year. Nice. So we're not in the playoffs, of course, but the offseason is what I'm worried about, what I care about. In the playoffs, it's going to be the Thunder and Cavaliers, which this could really happen in real life. This could really happen in real life. Who's going to win it? Cavs in 6, no chance. No chance. Now, player retirements, LeBron's out of here. So is CP3. He's gone. But now for the league meetings, this is where things happen, where it matters. All right. What I care about the most, we're going to replace this one. We're going to go to, where is it? Free throws. Automatic points will not be granted on shooting fouls. So now he'll never miss a free throw. Literally. We're going to replace it and approve it. The next one is going to be something with the shot clock. I want to have more possessions, which means we need to decrease the shot clock, not increase it. Yeah, 45 seconds would be horrible. So we will do 20 seconds. That's 4 seconds less, I believe, if I did math correctly. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I think so. These are the two most important ones. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh, this is big. Eliminate the foul out rule. That's good because then people will just foul. Will keep fouling. And then more free throws, which is guaranteed points. Yeah. Dude, this is big brain. Oh my God, I just saw another one. The bonus. So opposing teams will enter the bonus after 3 team fouls have been committed in a single quarter, which means it's a faster way to get to the free throw line if it takes less fouls to get there. We can do that. Or we get a 1+1 bonus after 5 team fouls and then a full bonus after 10. No. We'll just do this. We'll just do the 3 team fouls one. Okay. Is there anything else that I could change? Yo, this is great. I just saw another one. Ready? Transition fouls. Players are able to foul opponents in transition without any added penalty, or a player fouled in transition with a clear path to the basket will receive 2 free throws, which is 2 free points. So yeah, we'll do that one. Yo, we're cooking. These were the best 5 rules of all time, by the way. This is gonna change everything. Next season, let me make sure I keep my team together. I don't want to go through all this again, so I'm gonna extend everyone's contract. Actually, before the draft takes place, I want to make sure the draft class is garbage. Yeah, I don't want actual prospects to be in here. Please tell me that somebody made a 40 overall draft class. That'll make my day. No. Yes, thank God. All right, 40 overall draft. Shout out to Nate W925, bro. All these guys are garbage. Nice. Now with the new season, is bound to be people that naturally just increase their overall a little bit, especially their defense. Let's see. Yeah, we have some guys, but these guys are free agents at least. The actual NBA players, they're all still in the F category. That's what I want to see. Now, year number 2. First year, 115. We got to maintain this for at least 15 years. That's how I look at a valid career. If you look at the record books now, obviously we're here. 168 is our career high. I think we'll hit 200 this year. I genuinely do. Most points in the season, we did. We tripled Shai Gilgeous's. And then in a career, hold on, let me back to season. Points per game, we should be here. Points per game, we literally doubled and some Wilt Chamberlain about 40 years later. So, very nice. But that's not the goal. This is the goal. This right here. I could just retire after 1 season, call it a career and cheat, but that's not what I'm about. First 2 games of this season, I forgot to do something. I forgot to give him 48 minutes. Yo, the fact that we still scored 194. I only had 83. All right, I gotta do these changes every single season now. I forgot how annoying this is gonna be. I wonder if I can get away with just making the shot and touch 0, and then even if these other things are still a thing, since they're really gonna shoot the ball or touch it, maybe I want to do that every single time. We're going to find out. Against the Magic, we lose. Let's see. Okay, no, I got to do it for every single one. That's going to be time consuming. So hopefully y'all already dropped a like, right? Yeah, bro, I had to do some things to make sure this doesn't happen. That just took way too long to change everyone's stats back to normal. But what I did now is I turned off CPU to CPU trades. I'm about to turn off all type of trades. You know what? Bump this. Bump all that. That took way too much time. All right, cool. So now we have it back to normal. All their stats are trash. Tendencies fixed. So Against the Raptors, back to business. Adjust rotation manually. What happened? I got my 48 minutes. What happened? Everyone's a 40 overall still. Just got to make sure. Yep. Okay. We win 182 to 175, and I had 106 points. Okay, shut up. 37 free throws. We fouled out, but no, we didn't, because foul outs are not a thing. Okay. Interesting that we played that good. Well, now that begs the question: can we get to 200 points? Back-to-back games, I had 134. Okay, that's the Sixers. We had 144. I don't like this gooey guy doing anything. Hold on. This dude gooey needs to fall back. Like, bro, who do you think you are? I mean, his shot's all the way down. Maybe his roll versus pop should be less, but there's no reason he should even be shooting. Everything is at a 0. Oh, driving layup and dunks. We'll fix that. Yeah. Mohammed Gooey. Yo, can you be named Muhammad and not be Muslim? Assalamu alaikum, brother. All right, against the Hornets, we take that one 180. Okay, I want more free throws. Why am I not taking 60 free throws? That's a concern. Bro, I'm trying to get my 200-point game. This time around, we took 54 free throws. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. It's going to happen. One of these games, we're going to see the big 200. I'm going to be like, wow, ain't no way. Crossed 180 this time. I'm just missing too many shots. So then it makes me question, how do I miss less shots? If my stats are maxed out, my hot zones are still hot, right? Oh, let me make sure all of it. Yeah, hot zones are still hot. My badges are all legend. What else could it be? Is there something in this? Oh, no. None of that stuff would matter. Is there anything in general that I'm missing here? You know what? Maybe if it's less, no. I don't think I should change anything. Nothing is telling me. Higher means that top foulers get more fouls. Sure, I guess, maybe. Who knows? Let's just see. Oh, 190. Oh, back-to-back 190 games. So right here, I dropped 180. That's a new career high. I'm almost positive that's a new career high. Yes, 180 points. We just hit a new record. Nice. And we only shot 40 free throws, made a bunch of threes. Next game, 166. Okay, keep it going. Oh! Okay, we crossed 200 points. 201 points. I had 181. Day'Ron Sharpe, where did he come from? Did he just join the team? No, but why is he scoring 10 points? That's not okay. I mean, all of his stats are garbage. It might just be a thing again of his tendencies for driving layup. I should have paid attention to this. But it's possible to cross 200 points, which is nice. I mean, we're on the edge of scoring 200, man. We scored 200 back-to-back games. This time around, I dropped 165. All right, 60 free throws. And then against the Lakers, 186, a new career high. I might just simulate all the way down here to this date and see if we pull it off. I'm gonna fall back. So season is about to end, and as I'm scanning through, I don't see 200 points happening again, unfortunately. So then I just have to go back to my player and see if we got a new career high from, I think it was 186, if I remember correctly. Oh, we got 188 January 12th. So January 12th is right here against the Hornets. Yeah, 188 points. Yo, 75 free throws is insane, bro. Shea, that's gonna happen to Shea one day. I'm already knowing. But of course, we're gonna win MVP. And how many points we averaged this year? 155. Okay, year 2, that's good. So now after 2 seasons, that means our average is currently at 135. So can we maintain this for 13 more years? Let's see. We're actually in the playoffs as a 2nd seed, which is kind of crazy that a team that bad, because it's just me. Does that mean in the playoffs I could score, hold on, in the playoffs, 168. I'm about to break every playoff record. Let's just simulate round. Okay, we take it in 7. Nice. Winning a championship. Yeah, there's no way we're going to win a championship with this roster. It's going to be the Hawks and Mavericks. Mavs win it. Now, there's no more league meetings that I think can happen. Yeah, like on the top of my head, there's no more rules that I think can happen to make this easier. Oh, what about this? A take foul is different than a transition foul, I think. So a player receiving a take foul in transition will always receive a free throw and a retained possession. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's approve this one. I think that'll be it. Yeah, they made a new rule saying players won't be eligible for the entry of the draft until at least 4 years removed from high school, meaning the youngest person a player could be is 22 as a rookie. That would change the NBA for the worse. Or for the better. I actually might make for better, talent. Who knows? So what I'll do, it looks like every season is going to be a recurrent issue no matter what I do. So I'm just going to come back and fast forward, and I'll let y'all know if we ever cross 200 points and see if we can maintain this. So, by the way, year 3, something amazing happened. If you scroll all the way up to earlier in the season, we played up against the Brooklyn Nets. And guess what? I scored 195. I was like, okay, bet, we're getting closer. I also had 9 blocks. Then, a few weeks later, a month later, against the Magic, we do it. We scored 200 points. Yo, we had to make 61 shots, but we scored 200 points, so it's possible to drop 200 by simulating. And then against the Hornets, did we do it again? No, 187. But check this out. Later on in the year, up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, we dropped 210 points. We hit 23s, 68 free throws, and 210 now is the new world record. I don't think anyone will ever beat this. I challenge y'all yourselves to try it out. But in year 3, I wonder what our average is about to be. 161 points. That puts it as 6 or 7 more points than the previous year. And then we're averaging 144 after 3 seasons. Got to keep it up for 12 more years. I'll catch y'all at the end. All right, so fast forward, we played a 20-year career. So make sure everything's recorded. I don't want to lose this footage. All right, bet. So 20 years, we are about to find out if we average 100 points a game. So before I actually see, I got to see what our career high was. So it was 210 points, which y'all saw. We made 25 three-pointers in the game. We got 63 free throws made, so Shea has to beat that. And then we got only 6 assists. That's a career high. 15 steals, 17 blocks, which is nuts. I might do a whole video dedicated to trying to get like 50 blocks in the game or something crazy like that. But yeah, that's that. Now, the moment of truth. Did we average 100 points per game? Oh yeah, I actually want to see, did we win any championships, any awards? Well, we got 19 MVPs in 20 seasons. That makes sense. And a 20-time All-Star. But I don't see any championships, which is crazy. That would be insane. Moment of truth. Boom. What? No. So I disagree with that. There's no way it was 40 points a game. Let me show y'all, okay? That'd be crazy. No. We definitely averaged 100 points a game. 131. I didn't see until now. 131.8 points per game. Because our first season was 115. I think we peaked at 161 in year 3. Unless I'm missing something. Now, yeah, year 3, we peaked at 161. This year, I forgot to pay attention. That's why I was 58. But we averaged about 122, or actually 130. So it's possible. We were able to manipulate the game settings to make it possible. And yeah, so our total points. This is the other thing I got to see. How many total points did we score? We obviously have the record for playoff points with 184. In a season, we had 13,000 points. Some people don't see that in their career. In a career, 216,000 points, 250 million points we were able to pull off in our career. So then, if we go back to season points per game, we should be here, obviously. Yeah, all 10 times, 161. In a career, Edwards is at 54. But I think once we retire and send the next season, we're going to see ourselves there. So let me go ahead and do that. So moment of truth, simulated the next season. Now we're going to find out if it is true. Oh, by the way, we had 1,612 50-point games. And then we had 1,560 point games. Crazy. Now, if we go to points per game, there we go. It updated correctly. 131.8. Boom. Challenge for y'all. Try to beat that. If you do pull it off, tag me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. And we'll see if it's possible. But this is a world record in my eyes. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.